So welcome to this new video, and today I will review the feedback modifier. So in order to do that, let's first create a little setup with a white uniform, white dot moving. So let's put a mask on it. So radial mask. Alright. And a little back and forth loop. Alright. So we have our setup, and let's generate a feedback modifier with a right click, right click, blur, and feedback. So basically what the feedback does is taking the original image, the video input, and that enter into it, in this case my moving dot, and then process the image it have and generate the next image on the next frame based on the previous image. So in order to demonstrate that, I will instantiate a new modifier, utility freeze, which will allow me to freeze the image. Alright, so if I freeze the image, what I see now is here my original image, my white dot, and this is all the sample generated frame by frame by the feedback. So if we see how it's configured the feedback, we have an intensity value, then a blending mode. I will get back on that a little bit later, and then source level and feedback level. So the feedback level is right now at 80%, which means here I have 100% shape, intensity, opacity dot, and here 80% of its opacity, and then less and less and less and less, etc. And you may notice that these samples are not evenly displayed. It's because, how you see here, I have a little bit flickering in my frame rate. It's not very nice. So what I can do in order to fix that is going to the preference in general and put the requested this parameter into 60 frames per second. Apply changes. Okay, let's see. And now it seems better. So you have to double click here if you want to see this curve. So let's deactivate the freeze and activate it again, and then you see my sample are perfect. So then let's tune a little bit this parameter. So if I augment a little bit my feedback level, then you can see my trail going staying longer, obviously. And then we have the skip frame that can be also useful to create this kind of effect. So it can be a lot of use, this one, but I will not dig into that for this moment. And what is more interesting with this modifier is that you can actually put modifier over this modifier, and any kind of modifier, even another feedback if I want. But let's start by putting a 2D transform. So right now, basically the only thing my image do is just it's processing through these few parameters. But now if I add a 2D transform, then I change the scale. Then now, as you see, each one of my samples as diminished transformed using this 2D transform modifier. So currently only the scale. So let's change some other little parameters like the frame position. And I think I made a mistake. Yeah, skip frame. I must put that to 0. Yeah, will be better. Alright, let's change a little bit the rotation. And let's add. So you can already very quickly do some nice stuff with this modifier. And let's add a little kaleidoscope over that. So distort, kaleidoscope. And already you can see some nice interesting shapes appearing here. Let's put a little bit wider dot. Right, let's add a little bit of a color modifier, like an exposure. And so each one of my a little blur maybe. Let's see what's going to happen. Well, but so that's all I hope you understood the basic concept of this modifier, but quite quickly you can use this in all kind of way, and it's very fun to use. So I hope this had been a good introduction, and well, have fun and see you next time.